it's time, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the guests to arrive in the hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set, the hall is ready, and the guests for today's program have arrived. The honorable dignitaries have entered the auditorium for the graduation day program of Class 12 batch of 2024-25. Let this auditorium be filled with the energy, enthusiasm, and the positive vibes of each one present here. Please put your hands together to welcome our guests with a thunderous round of applause.
heroes of today's day, class 12th batch of 24-25, ready to enter in the MP hall. I invite all the young graduates to enter in the hall. Please welcome them by giving a big round of applause. Young graduates are entering the hall in a graduation robe. Most awaited moment at the festival day for the children as well as their parents. The dashing young handsome boys are entering in the hall. All looking smart boys. प्यारी यादें, स्कूल की चार दीवारें जो अब लगती है कैद, फिर इन प्यारी पलों को जीने का दिल चाहेगा. 14 years down the memory lane, if you turn and see, you will find yourself holding hands of your tiny tots and bringing them to the classroom of this magnificent institute. They were out of fear, hesitant and reluctant to leave your hand. Time flew by. The same little toddler has now grown into a young, confident, aspiring individual. And here he is today wearing graduation robe, ready to leave the institution, to look further for new avenues. With prayers and blessings, please welcome our beloved students of grade 12. Today we see in every eye that this long and eventful journey has borne its fruits of maturity.
चले चलिए कि चलना ही दलीले कामयाबी है. चले चलिए कि चलना ही दलीले कामयाबी है. जो थक कर बैठ जाते हैं वो मंजिल पा नहीं सकते.
ये आसमां तेरा है ज़मीं भी तेरी. ये आसमां तेरा है ज़मीं भी तेरी. छू ले ऊंचाइयों को अब किस बात की है देरी. Graduation day is always a day of rejoicing, for it marks the conclusion of an educational journey and a commencement of another more uncertain and more difficult part of man's quest for a better life and future.
Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Subharaya Bhatt, MDS, Associate Professor Registrar at IAU Dammam, Ms. Aarti Vinay Parwal, Chairperson of the School Managing Committee, esteemed members of the School Managing Committee, Mr. Liju Jose, Mr. Amit Subhash Jagdale, Mr. Sufil Koshi Thomas, Dr. Reshma Veeran Kutti, Mr. Tejaswara Rao Pallam, Mr. Syed Ahmad Hussaini Zubair, respected Principal, Mr. Sunil Peter, Vice Principal, Dr. Mohammad Irfan Waheed, In charge COE, Ms. Najma Nakhat, HOD BSSS, Mr. Biju Daniel, all the school officials, invited dignitaries, proud parents, teachers, and our very dear students. Assalamu alaikum. A very good evening and a warm welcome to this graduation ceremony. I, Abida Mohib,
And I, Yogesh Tamboli,
take immense pleasure in being your host today. Prayer is the only way we converse with God. It is the pathway for lasting peace and nourishment for the soul. To evoke the blessing from the divine, we have Master Zaim from grade 12 with a few verses from the Holy Quran and its translation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا عبادي الذين آمنوا إن أرضي واسعة فإياي فاعبدون. كل نفس ذائقة الموت. كل نفس ذائقة الموت ثم إلينا ترجعون. والذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لنبوئنهم من الجنة غرفا تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها. نعم أجر العاملين الذين صبروا وعلى ربهم يتوكلون. وكأي من دابة لا تحمل رزقها الله يرزقها وإياكم وهو السميع العليم. I seek refuge in Allah from Satan the outcast. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O my believing servants, my earth is truly spacious, so worship me alone. Every soul shall taste death, then to us you will all be returned. As for those who believe and do good, we will certainly house them in elevated mansions in paradise, under which rivers flow to stay there forever. How excellent is the reward for those who work righteousness, those who patiently endure and put their trust in the Lord. How many are the creatures that cannot secure their provisions? It is Allah who provides for them, and you as well. He is indeed the all-hearing and the all-knowing.
Thank you, Zaim.
Now it's time to welcome our guests. We honor our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Subharaya Bhatt, for his valuable presence. Here I call upon our school captain, Master Adil Salim, for the sapling presentation. As a token of appreciation. And to welcome our chairperson, Mrs. Aarti Vinay Parwal, I request our school sports captain, Master Muzammil, for the sapling presentation. Thank you, boys. He is a person with a positive approach who strongly believes that success comes to those who dare to act constructively without losing time. He is a self-motivated person and the backbone of the institution. Hereby, I invite our esteemed principal, Mr. Sunil Peter, to deliver the welcome address and graduation message. Sir, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. Indeed, it is an honor, privilege, and joyous moment for all of us present here this evening, because 374 students are graduating from International Indian School today. It's a very record number. We have 374 young boys sitting here in front of all of us, and in a short time they will be tossing their graduation cap with fulfillment, happiness, and accomplishment. And on this occasion, the school thought none other than Dr. Subharaya Bhatt to be the chief guest of this evening. Thank you for consenting to be the chief guest of this auspicious evening, because it is we who believed that he was a parent, like any parent who is sitting at the back. He had 2 children enrolled in the school who are successful, and he is now a professor who deals with many students like all of you who are going to be out of International Indian School, Dammam. So we thought his presence would make us meaningful. His words his motivation, his encouragement would be more befitting for our students who are moving out this evening from this institution. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. And once again, I welcome you on behalf of the school community. I also welcome our chief, our chairperson, all the members of the managing committee, vice principal, controller of examination, and all the section heads. And my dear teachers, it is with your effort, guidance, motivation, tireless hard work that these young students have become what they are today. You have years after years worked behind these children for the last 14 years, and you have given your best, and it is motivating to see that all of you are present here this evening. Thank you for coming and welcome. I also welcome all the parents who have come here to witness this graduation ceremony. Thank you, dear parents, for your relentless support over the years that you have extended to this institution. I am sure there have been times we have failed, there have been times things were not so well, and yet you proved your loyalty and your support to this institution. Thank you once again for coming over to this celebration this evening. Last but not the least, my dear students, I am sure this is the last instruction that you are going to receive from this institution. So pay attention. Number one, you are in a couple of minutes going to toast your graduation cap. What is the meaning of that? It means that you have completed, you have accomplished, you have fulfilled 14 years of dream that your parents had. They are sitting at the back of you, and they are also excited, overjoyed, and they are going to see this fulfillment and feel very proud of each one of you. You should be grateful to your parents. Why I say this? Because when you were a small child, you never understood what I am going to tell you now. Now you are adult. Every fees they paid, every set of uniform they bought, every year they came to school, they had a story to tell you which they never told you. They never told you the struggle that they went through. They never told you the pains that they took over the 14 years. And I want you to, as you go back, talk to your dad and mom and ask them, how have been over this 14 years? Are you happy? So you need to be grateful students as you pass out this institution. You need to be grateful to your parents, you need to be grateful to your teachers, and you need to be grateful to the school that took care of you. The last thing you need to always remember, wherever you may be, you will find difficulties, life is going to be difficult, uncertain times come. The only person whom you can trust is going to be your parents who are sitting behind you. Third, never forget your admission number in the school. Because you will be going, and if anything happens to your certificate, that is going to be the basis for you, for all your future interviews and endeavors. When you were a child, you used to get stars on your hand. Now you need to write your admission number on the palm of your hand so that tomorrow something happens, you don't have to go to XYZ person. You can write to school and say, I need this help from the school because I am an alumnus of the school and I studied in this year and this is my number. So thanks to everyone for coming over to the school this evening. Indeed, all of us are glad and we are going to witness an important milestone that our 374 students are going to take this evening. Thanks to God, thanks to all the parents, thanks to all the teachers. Thank you, sir, And thanks to all the members of the managing committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and beautiful message. You can smile even if you are alone. You need only some sweet memories to look back to. Years spent in this school, I'm sure, must have been quite eventful and memorable for all of you. To rekindle some sparking moments lying under the load of time, let us watch the kaleidoscope of precious moments in this institution and catch some glimpses of our wonderful young gentlemen of 12th graders of IISD. My colleague, Mrs. Farida Daud, has prepared a fantastic presentation. Over to her, ma'am.
You should stand for a culture of excellence. The excellence not by accident. It is a process